Devil sight of Jersey Devils. Devil sight.
Alright, here we are. It's The Devils You Know, Season 2, Episode 3. I got the episodes all mixed up, so we had Episode 1, we had Episode 2.1, we had Episode... Wait, no, we had Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 2.1, Episode 2.5, and now we're finally at Episode 3, where we could talk about some things. We got 2 preseason games left. So we've gone through a bunch of games, 2 losses in the split squad, 1 against Ottawa over in Quebec, with the B-C squad, and I guess you would say the A squad was in New Jersey against Washington, 2 losses. Not much to come out of that other than Shane LaChance. Yeah, so Shane LaChance, this is a guy that I think deserves a LaChance to make the team. In my previous episode, I might have said that I thought Cody Glass may be injured, but he's not. Also, just want to get that out. But what I really want to discuss in this episode, episode 3, we're starting to get ready for the season. There's not much to say. If I go down the list of certain players, for instance, I haven't seen much of Brown and Dadonov. They've both put a goal in the preseason, but I haven't seen much of them. Can't really tell you much of them about them. We might listen to Jesper Bratt talk about him in a minute. In an interview today. Actually, yeah, we will do that. But Connor Brown did have a pretty good goal. I think he might have had an assist also, but we really haven't seen too much of him. Not for my liking. Of course, obviously he will be on the team, so we're obviously gonna see that today. So. It's so annoying. Anyway, we've seen Jesper Bratt play. He's playing his normal game. Nico seems to be I don't know. He's got 2 goals. He's throwing hits. He's kind of fighting. I don't know. You know what? I'm not really worried about Nico Hischier. I'm worried more about Jack Hughes. I'm not even gonna talk about the other. Well, we are gonna talk about him. That's what we're gonna talk about first. We're actually gonna talk about what Sheldon Keefe said. So, Sheldon Keefe said, anytime a player misses, I get concerned about that. It's in the back of my head. We went through that with last year with Dawson Mercer a little bit. He didn't miss much, but it's enough to be missing. It's not just the work that gets done in the on-ice stuff. It's all the off-ice stuff that goes with it. The meetings, the camaraderie of the team, all that sort of stuff. You've got to get up to speed. But it's a process. And at different times, every team in the league is going to go through it, and we're going through it right now. I know Tom Fitzgerald's working hard at it, and his staff, well, blah, 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 bullshit. And then he says, I'm just going to keep doing the best I can to prepare the group that I have. And then he says, I like the work that we've done, and I like how the guys have taken advantage of the reps that have been available in his absence. Now, that is such a great thing to say, like for Ethan Edwards. Love seeing him. But, I would say the biggest surprise guy coming out is Shane LaChance. I would say Shane LaChance has really been overwhelmingly positive. In the prospect game, he had, or in the 2 prospect games, he had a goal in each game or something like that. He had like that lacrosse style goal. I might retweet that, put that out there. Who knows? But let's hear from Jesper Bratt. We're gonna hear from Jesper Bratt about. I believe he's talking about Daddy Dadnov. So let me just get that prepared up here. All right. So what does Brad say?
Adding percentages every day.
Obviously, it's very early, but your first impressions of Arsenij Gritsuk on and off the ice?
Well, it's been good. Works hard. He's a hard worker. Obviously, everyone knows about his shot. He's got one of the better wrist shots I've seen. So it's gonna be exciting to continue working with him. And it's been good seeing him. He works hard. He's a good player, and I think he's gonna be able to help us a lot.
All right, let's go back to him talking about Dadnov.
Everyone's anticipation was high. Everyone likes to be out there together, and there was some good compete battles. I thought it was some emotions in the practice. That was a lot of fun. So it was good competing with everyone.
What are you seeing as what the potential for this team can be as you get to know some of the new teammates, some of the new chemistry? What is Jesper Bratt's expectation here?
I mean, every year my expectations have been high. I think we learned a lot from last year, and I think we all had some fire in the tank about just really how last season went. I think we took a step last year, but I think we're far from where we want to be, and I think everyone came into camp ready. Everyone was here early skating. We were setting the tone right from day one, so I think we got a good group, and it's just going to be about building every day. It's not going to be looking too far ahead. It's just going to be every day focused on getting better.
You had an opportunity to play with your new look line with Jack and Evgeny. Wondering in a game scenario what that kind of was like for you guys.
No, it was a lot of fun. I thought it was great. Obviously, first game, everyone is a little rusty. It's been a couple months, and but I think every day we're getting reminded on videos about how to play. We're getting reminded in practice how we want to play, and I think we're just adding percentages every day.
Obviously, it's very early, but your first impressions of Arsenij Gritsuk.
All right, so that was Jesper Bratt from this morning. Sheldon Keefe also spoke.
Else maybe in the second group that you feel has really played.
But you need it, right? I mean, if you're a goal scorer and a playmaker,
That's not who I am anymore, right? When I'm at this level.
Shut up.
even when he's not scoring, he's contributing a lot, and that's really what
All right, here we go.
against in the Ontario Hockey League. And yourself an opportunity, and then maybe your game can grow within that, and you can tap back into some of those skills. But you look at a guy. I mean, we got a guy like Connor Brown here. I mean, Connor Brown was one of the most prolific scorers and best players that I ever coached against in the Ontario Hockey League, and he's found a way to still be a good player with a good skill set, but he's so good at so many other little things that even when he's not scoring, he's contributing a lot, and that's really what the message is. There's only so many guys that can really excel offensively in the National Hockey League. It's very, very hard to do so. So your game has to be well-rounded, and that's the message you try to give to all your young players is embrace that mindset, and then opportunities will come your way, and then you can grow into the role because, like I say, few and far between where guys can step right in and excel offensively right away.
Yeah, here, let's hear from
The other
Haminao.
night. I'm just wondering what that experience was
Wearing
like
my
for you.
hat.
Yeah, it was a really nice experience to play first game here home, and it was really nice.
What has it sort of been like the last couple of weeks for you? You know, you
Gotta
go to the
be Amanda
Prospects Challenge,
Stein's
you get a little banged
long-winded,
up, and then you
stupid
don't really get to
questions
get in
for
the
a guy
rhythm of
who's
training
really
camp.
just
How
trying to
has it been
understand
for you?
English.
Yeah, obviously it's been the first week was the
We don't even need to hear
we've
this.
been.
Is anyone else gonna ask some
Right,
questions?
about adapting to this.
Oh, this
game.
all right. So that's just an Amanda Stein thing. So let's end that. We'll end that part of the podcast. We don't need. So anyway, so we got Shane LaChance, right? We got Ethan Edwards, looking good. Obviously, you got Gritsuk looking good. That he's been the best. Like I said, Dadonov, Brown. Another one is Haminaho. People have been saying, like, how do you say his name? Blah blah blah. And I think there's a good clip right here. I should have just kept my sharing up, but I'll get back to. There's a good clip. I'm actually gonna post up on Twitter in the morning. About Haminaho. So why don't we listen to that? I'm sorry, but I'm a little off today. We got some bad news, and the family got some bad news today. It's been a hard day. Pray for my my family today if you can. If you're listening to this, my family needs a little prayer.
Lene Hamenaho. Thing you need to know is
Hamenaho.
how to properly pronounce his name. It's Lene Hamenaho. Of course, he is the Devils' second-round pick from the 2023 draft, and this year is the first year he's with the Devils at training camp, taking in the whole experience.
It's been awesome. We've been practicing pretty hard, and I think I can learn from every ice from the guys and stuff.
Injured during the Prospects Challenge, he hasn't been on the ice all that much with the NHL group, but over the last couple days he has, and he played in his first NHL
he
preseason
got injured
game.
with LeChance.
A whole experience in and of itself.
It's a really nice experience to play first game here home, and it was really nice. I think I need to be smart to read the game. Where should I be, and what should I do with the puck, and I think it's pretty much reading the game. The first week was pretty long, pretty much rehab stuff and early mornings in the rink, so
he got hit. Him and LeChance
really
got hurt together.
Back on the ice with the guys.
Legare.
He's been practicing on a line with Shane LeChance, and they are two prospects that this organization is really excited about. Unfortunately, both have been injured to start camp, but are finally getting up to speed.
For me, one of the disappointments at camp is those guys haven't been available. I was really excited to watch those guys compete in this camp from everything you hear about them and everything that I saw myself in Buffalo. But it's nice to get them the game and get them, comfortable that way. I'm going to be watching them very closely throughout the rest of this week. You're hoping they can get up to speed quickly, but they're real good prospects that, quite frankly, I don't know that we had this time last year.
For Devils Now,
we didn't. So it's good to know that we do now. Let's just hope that we can start the guys like Palat, Mercer, Nason's gonna be out, so Cotter's really got to step up. He's been looking good. Paul Cotter, of course. Who else? Obviously we're not starting with Kovacevic in the lineup, so you got. We don't know what's happening with Puke Lose. Had a better name, Puke Snooze. Puke Snooze is his new name. Puke Snooze. You got Ethan Edwards in there. You got Hamilton. I really wish the Devils never traded. I really wish the Devils never made the trade at all for Timo Meier, to be perfectly honest with you. But I would love to have Zetterlund back in this lineup. I would love to have him back, and I would love to have Shakir McCamadoulan back on defense. I think that would be I think he would be great for the Devils defense, and with his he's like the same kind of size and whatever as Luke Hughes, the kind of length, but a little bigger. I think he's a smarter player, to be honest with you. But he doesn't have that. He doesn't have the name. He doesn't have the name. So that's how it is. Anyway, like I said, I just wanted to go over. The preseason is almost over. We got one game against Pittsburgh, and not Pittsburgh, against Philly, and one against the Rangers. So, the games don't really matter. Let's just hope nobody gets hurt in those games. Right now, I'm just like, all right, it looks like the guys that need to be ready seem to be ready. I mean, I haven't seen much from Jack Hughes. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, if you've seen anything in the games in preseason, he seems pretty much not a lot of Timo Meyer and not a lot of Jack Hughes. You're seeing a lot of Nico, a lot of Brat, a lot of Gritsuk, right? We're seeing like Paul Cotter, LeChance. That's what we're seeing. Haven't seen a lot of Jack Hughes, and haven't seen any Luke Hughes. And I think once again, I'll never back down from this. He needs to be suspended. If he gets signed, he needs to be suspended a few games for not coming to training camp. And I don't care what you think. That's how I feel about you crybabies. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode. I'll see you on episode 4. Hopefully things will be better. Once again, please throw a prayer out there for my family right now. We're having a little hard time here. So thank you for watching or listening, to The Devils You Know. And I will see you in the next episode.